Hello everyone, welcome back. My name's Teddy, and today we'll be doing some attacks as a Town Hall 12 on a Town Hall 13 ring base. So hopping into this first match, I put my warden down early to start funneling and just walk him around the edge, and I shoot my giant arrow into the core. I'm trying to hit 2 infernos. I actually missed the second one, but it's all fine. I zap out the 1 inferno that I do hit, and I make sure to splash as many defenses as I can with my spells. Now you can see that the funnel is going along nicely as I wall break my queen in. She's under heavy fire, so I rage her up, and my warden is also under heavy fire. But I start my main attack to hope to draw him outside to save his ability, but that fails. So it's okay. I put my siege in, so we're wall breaking into the core. My funnel worked out great, so this super witches are going in nicely. The troops are all moving into the middle, and the CC pops out. But this isn't a super big deal because I have my own dragons coming out of my clan castle. It's not the optimal clan castle troop, but it's what my clanmates had, so I'll take it. And I rage into the core, and I put a jump in the backside so they can get out of the core while taking the heavy damage. My healers are still doing okay, so I'm pretty happy about that. I drop in my minion prince at the top to start cleaning, as well as my baby dragon on the right. And hopefully the super witches in the middle stay alive a little longer so that they can take out a few of these defenses like that expo. Now my minion prince is doing well cleaning up top, and this base looks like a slow 3-star. It'll be just my queen probably cleaning up the rest of the trash. So this is a pretty high level Town Hall 13, so I'm pretty happy to be able to take it out. Looks like it'll take a while, but yeah. Also, talking a little bit about our equipment, my queen has a level 15 giant arrow, which helps a lot because it only takes 1 earthquake and 1 zap to take out Town Hall 12 infernos after you hit them with a giant arrow, and it takes 1 zap and 2 earthquakes to take out a Town Hall 13 Inferno Tower. So this is pretty nice, and this base was not, I wouldn't say crushed, but I was able to take it out as a Town Hall 12, which is pretty good. Also, my minion prince has level 1 equipment, so I'll take that any day. Now we'll be moving into the next attack where we hit another ring base. Looks like we have another replay of a ring base. This one looks like it's a little tougher to get into the middle with less, defenses bridging the gap. So what I'm trying to do here is basically the same thing, hit 2 infernos with my giant arrow and then zap them out. So of course I always start out with my warden to funnel, so he's on the right side, and my queen then is on the left side, making sure that she hits that army camp so that she funnels towards the right. I wall break her in just so she can take out that enemy queen. I know that that's going to take a rage, so I rage her up just in time, barely saving her. But this time my arrows do hit, so I'm going to be able to zap out 2 of the infernos inside of the core, which is huge. But unfortunately, after I hit my arrow, I missed my zap trying to hit the scatter shot as well. So I kind of messed that up, so the inferno stays up, but it's at like 1 HP, so it's not too big of a deal. So now I drop in my main army, making sure that the ice golem tanks for the siege as long as possible. I have to freeze the warden so my own warden doesn't go down, and I drop a baby dragon in to try to funnel everything straight into the core, but it gets taken out by a black air mine, so I don't think everything goes into the core here. But my siege is going in, and inside I actually have sneaky goblins. It's what my clanmates had. So we'll work with that. They don't end up doing anything except trigger the tornado trap. But now I have some Larrys, big Larrys in the middle. I think they're called big boys. And they're doing their work. They managed to take out the town hall, and I have a super witch in the core trying to take out the remaining defenses. Unfortunately, that single inferno with 1 HP locks on. But even after my super witch goes down, the Larry takes out the single. So now everything is just going around the edge. The core is crushed, so we're just going to go around the edge and clean up the base. You can notice I dropped my 1 barbarian on the left just to start cleaning, And I think it did end up saving me because I was down to 2 seconds left. And I think without that Barbarian, I would have gotten like a 99% 2-star. So I sped it up a little. So now we can just see our troops work through and secure that 3-star. Moving on to the next base, we'll have something a little different. Okay, let's take a look at this one. This is another ring base, I would say, but it looks a little different. It's not circular, it's more of a rectangle. So we'll be going in again with our funnels. You can see the equipment I'm using on my heroes. This time I'm starting the Warden on the left. And as you can see, there's a triple Inferno lineup for my Queen, so I'm going to take that. I fire my arrow. It's a nice, beautiful arrow hitting all 3 of the Infernos. I wall break my Queen in, but she doesn't listen, so she goes to the right. Classic Queen behavior. All good. My Warden's working on the left, so I'm just waiting until a few of those buildings get cleared out until I start my main push. And as you can see, it's a beautiful zap. I'm taking out most of the Eagle and 2 Infernos, so extremely good value for my spells. That's the thing about this attack. You get so much value out of your spells, you can afford to swag a lot of other things and use your spells for other, maybe like taking in more rages. So now that I cleared out that mortar on the left, I'm going to start in my Super Witches. I think I ended up breaking the walls all the way into this middle part, so I decided not to use my siege, just to swag it, for fun. And my Queen is working her way in. She finally decided to move into the base, which is great for me, as she takes out the defending Warden and starts working on that Town Hall. And my main group going into the Eagle is doing fine. They've got a bunch of healers on them, so that's doing good. I start a Baby Dragon in to start cleaning up, and I notice my Queen is going down, so I pop an insane freeze, hitting 2 Teslas, defending hero, and an Inferno. So that, I think, saved my Queen, and I put down a rage to make sure she's back at full health. And this base is crushed. I mean, I think I have all my Super Witches alive, and my minion princes basically used as cleanup. I swagged my siege. I swagged that jump. Don't really need it, but I'm going to use it to make things go a little faster. And I swagged my CC spells. So pretty good attack. You can see on the top, I had my Barbarian cleaning up a little. It's just pretty helpful to have something to clean up. And yeah, as you can see, once the core is destroyed, everything else goes smoothly as the healers just heal the Super Witches and everything else as they're walking around the outside of the base. And I had a good amount of time to spare on this base. Kind of a poor design, but this is also a very strong attack against ring bases. Now we'll be moving on to our final attack. I decided to do a live attack for you guys. So let's take a look at this. This base is looking pretty good. I think I can get some good value out of my arrow, but I decide it's not worth it because they only give me 26 trophies. This one, I just decide to skip because I'm pushing for legends. So I'd like a few more trophies than that. And it looked a little bit risky for me with the value on the Infernos. Now this base is another ring base, and it looks to be a very high level Town Hall 13, and attacking as a Town Hall 12, it looks like this one might need a siege. So I decide to go for it. First, I'm thinking of where I should put my giant arrow through, and then I decide where to put my Warden to funnel the things in. So I think I decided to go from the left corner with my Warden, and you can notice I checked the CC to make sure they had no defending CC before I went in. So I pop my I don't pop my Warden. I drop my Warden in, and I drop my Queen in. I, again, missed my arrow. You can see a common theme in these videos, but I missed my arrow on one of the Infernos. But I'm able to zap 2 of them together, and I also throw in my Earthquakes and splash the whole core, so I do some heavy damage there. My Queen is taking heavy damage from the double cannon scattershot defending hero, but she's a trooper. She makes it through with that rage. And now the funnel is looking pretty darn nice. So I drop in my troops, and they're just going to chug along into the core of the base. This attack is great because, my Queen is taking some heavy damage right now. I'm going to have to let her go because I didn't freeze that Inferno in time. But it's okay. We bounce back. And I start cleaning with a Baby Dragon up top just to make sure that everything goes into the middle. and the core's looking pretty sketchy right now, but I still have my Warden ability, so I pop that, and it pretty much takes out everything of interest in there, except that Inferno in the back, but that's already heavily damaged, so I'm not too worried about it. And my troops are just starting to work their way back. The defending minion prince is sniping out my healers, but I think that's fine. My minion prince is taking out that right side of the base, which is very, very helpful, as a Larry is cleaning up the top left with the healers. So now I drop some wall breakers in, because they actually do a decent amount of damage to these defenses they splash against, so might as well use them. And then I just drop in some barbs to help clean up a little bit. And this base is looking good. I mean, I think I got this 3-star. There's a minute left on the clock, so these super witches always cut it a little close on the time, since I'm always warden walking and queen walking to start it off, so it takes a little bit of time to develop that funnel. But once that funnel is created, I think it's pretty solid for having the super witches go into the core. So as you can see, the dragon is doing some good work up top. There's only 2 buildings left, and I have a plethora of troops coming in, so it looks like a nice 3-star to end the video. I also got to swag that rage of mine, so I'm pretty happy about that. If you enjoyed the video or if you learned anything, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.